the second dragon now ascends to the throne of Rhûn, but his rule is destined to be far more tumultuous than of his father, and there are some interesting times ahead. Tenuous trade deals and alliances, they may fall through, and if they do, will our merchants be able to save us from impending doom? Hello boys and girl, and welcome back. And we've had a bit of a war council, and with the coronation of the brand new Loke Khan, we've kind of come to a feeling that yes, whilst Dorwinion, we've had a bit of a war with them, and they did kill the Loke Khan's father. They are perhaps not wholly responsible for all the drama that has occurred, and actually they are willing to seek peace and resume trade practices. However, the men and women of Dorwinion, the northmen, all in this area, they don't quite, they don't want to work with us until they have been given back their homes. And their homes have been taken by some filthy orcs. And whilst, yes, Sauron does like us, and he praises our efforts, he doesn't really see us as his equal. And quite frankly, Margos thinks that the Golden Dragon is almost at full strength and can match, if not beat, the legions of Mordor. And we can even acquire a brand new ally, perhaps in the form of the White City. But we first must go with our diplomat over here and let the forces of Mordor know that we're about to break the alliance. Now, we're not completely ready for it, but, if we're completely ready for it, then it won't be as fun, will it? Because everyone likes to see me struggle. That's something I've learnt from the Gondor campaign. It's been a struggle. But of course, we are still going to be at war with the dwarves and whatnot. And indeed, Dale are on their way. And they want us to come and get them. But I have a feeling they're going to come and get us. Right, so here we've just got 2 units of crossbows. And then I don't really want to get too many of these guys to get killed. The reason being because I kind of got them to face the dwarves. That's why these 2 armor-piercing units and the Loke Flag Rim, they're the first ones that we're going to have for a while. So let's just... I think what we can do is certainly put another 2 units in there. So we've got some javelins and some archers. And depending on what they come up with... Yeah, these Northman archers, militia, they're not going to have loads of armor. Even if they do have upgrades, then I think we'll do okay. Let's just, before we press enter, because, we've kind of done everything already, let's just get another bodyguard right there, because you can get one every 23 turns, and I think we really need that oomph. Like, we're going to go on the offensive, and we strongly do require that, but other than that, everything else is A-okay. Ooh, let's just get that Surut chariot in there as well. Now Zartoshi is on his way to Dragon's Rest. Hopefully we don't lose it, but it is 65%. If you could just kill off a little bit of that population, then that would definitely make it easier for us. Oh, these insignificant gnats. They have revolted in Dragon's Rest, which is an absolute affront to our faction, as that was named after our late faction leader. And what do they have? They've got Rhovanian hunters. Well, for this affront, the Loke Khan himself is going to ride out. And actually, let's just merge those cavalry units, and we're just going to go out with them. Indeed, we're going to see the Surut chariots in action. And, oh dear. Well, it is what it is. In fact, what we could do is... let's just take all these guys out. And I'm going to hope that we do see some of that population get killed off. Because that is a humongous population. Not sustainable. But I think with this, we might be okay to take them out. Do we have any cavalry? No, we don't. We've got 0 cavalry here. This is kind of trash. But we do have Dragon Riders. And we've got, no front line here. Really. because this guy's an archer as well. But we're going to see how these dudes fare. I mean, it'll be an interesting battle, but we're going to have to take that back. And of course, this is all down to the new political agenda, if you like, of the newly appointed Loke Khan. And these members of our Commonwealth are just, you know, making a point that they will not stand with us if we stand with the invaders over here. So, our diplomat, let's just keep him moving along. Oh, and this has been now taken by Mordor, so we'll let them know shortly. But then we might have a bit of a trek to actually go and have a chat back with Gondor, because of course, then we need to make an alliance with Gondor. And we've got loads of stuff having been completed. Santan, we got barracks. Excellent. The barracks, though, is not going to be massively useful because we do not have the culture. No, 37%. No. We can get some Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen, though, fairly shortly. And the Burka, actually, I didn't put anything into the queue afterwards. So if we're just going to get Warlord's Hall and Ballista Maker, just pop them in. And that shall see it grow. And Captain Valamir is definitely coming for us. And Arslan, with his 2 command points. Hang on, let's just say he's brave, but generally loyal. But he is a flawed attacker. So we're giving him a much easier job here. And see if he can defend a bridge. Very easy to defend, generally speaking. And yeah, once he's dealt with that, he's going to get these units. And he's going to set foot for Skarn, which I'd imagine he'd be okay taking that. Let's just get some Dragon Riders as well. And yeah, it's a bit of a while before we can get our best units. 3 more turns for that barracks. And 4 more turns until we can get those. And indeed 4 more turns into the Loke Inas Rim. Although we've got a lot of units here, actually. In fact, let's just send them out immediately. We could send them to Santanwi. Not only would that perhaps aid in the public order. We've got a tier 4 Smith there. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, tier 4 Smith. So we can get them all with the best gear available. But yeah, none of these regions. Oh, we can build something here. Trading post. Bam. Yeah, but we need these places to become large towns. They need to grow a bit faster. Dale are attacking Condovan, and because it is a village, they will come through immediately. And we shall see. Yeah, they're definitely attacking. Right, Tamruben is fighting once more for his life against Captain Altari. And they've got billmen times. Oh, and they are very well geared. 1, 2, 3 units of them. That's not too bad. Their attack isn't amazing. They're basically as good as our Dragon Guard, which we've only got 1 unit of. They got some pikes, longbowmen. Yeah, these are all upgraded. How on earth do they get like an advanced armourer in Dale by virtue of their alliance with the dwarves? I don't actually know, but yeah, everything is just upgraded to the teeth. Not one of us shall fail to keep. It's exceedingly difficult to actually get your men set up in a good formation. We're putting our spears, our heavy-ish spears, right at the front, and everything else, I don't know, we're just going to throw a couple of units over here, then maybe 1 over here, just to make sure nothing comes through, and then everything else is just going to kind of come over here. There is a danger that they will just fire their arrows at us, but it is what it is. And then we've got enough for like 2 banks of archers, so let's put, I don't know, oh, we can't really set them out very well. Perhaps if we just put 1 there, and then another one. Just come over here, so you're out of the way at least. And we've got a unit of crossbows as well, but I don't know if they're going to be massively useful because we do have a ballista. And I did see in my no, it was actually the last episode of this campaign. We saw how good, in fact, it was this very ballista. Was it? No, it wasn't. No, because it was the one that was in it was the one in Rukar's army. Right, we're being attacked by Dale cavalry. Up against spearmen, they'll surely go down. In fact, don't be on defensive, just attack. So, let's get these men in position. We've got the ballista there ahead. We might get some decent shots, so you guys come over here. And we've got our general, of course, in position. The longbowmen are going over there. And what is that? They're rivermen. They do look like they are potentially coming to flank us. Let's bring our cavalry around. And do not be on flaming missiles. I don't think this is going to be very useful at all, in fact. So, actually, just go over there. We're going to only get friendly fire. Unless they kind of congregate way off over there, but it's hard to say. Right, so, spearmen. Oh, dear. I think they're going to get wrecked. They look like they're getting wrecked. But we can slow them down with, at least with our trash. Right, just fire into that bank over there, because there's a lot of them. And you as well, actually. Just come over here. And are they... They are javelin men. Go and shoot at them. And I think these guys, we're going to maybe get a charge in, because this is just a whole host of archers that we can just go in on. And they are completely focused on only these warriors over here. So let's send those over there. And, I don't know, you guys come around like... You're going to be next in line, I think. In fact, let's just send you immediately in, because they're doing that weird jiggly thing. Like, you know they will really want to get through here. This is why you put the spears over here. Because they are the best in dealing with that. Oh, right, they're coming over here as well. Good job we got these men on hand. Thinking 2 steps ahead. And this is going to be very nice, actually. Yeah, you fire into that. And then, yeah, you're just firing into the back of them. Although I don't think they have any shields anyway. No, they don't. And I would really like to just charge into that. But, yeah, we did kind of ruin that shot. Why not just charge into this instead? And just stop firing over there, those guys. And also, do not be... If you're not... Just fire at that. Fire at that. Straight into there, right. Because I don't want to be taking too much friendly fire. How are we doing? I mean, those spears have been crippled. But, as we know, if the enemy just pushes through like that, they will take loads of damage. But, we can just do looping shots, I think. Let's just do looping shots. Right, actually, do a charge in on that. Because they're obviously trying to get... Oh, we've got 2 units here, have we? Oh, yes, we have. Right, well, charge in on them. Or just attack, whatever. And I think we're going to bring in a unit from over there. Or Dragon Guard, actually. Dragon Guard. Go straight in. We kind of don't really want them to push in, but there's nothing we can really do to stop them from doing so. Let's have our general just right there. And if they do break through, then we've got crossbows, which might prove some... or give some use. Dragon Guard pull out. Done some really good damage there. I've got these guys on skirmish because I do have a tendency to just forget about my cavalry. But, oh yeah, because they've all got so much armor as well. Well, rather that they've got the upgraded armor. Alright, let's just go in. We're not on defensive, are we? No, we're not. Just everyone charge in on that. Ooh! Ooh, a brainwave. Let's just send... I don't know, we can send 1 unit, certainly, around the back. Like so. Just to fire. I think that would be a good idea. Although we are running a bit low over there on men. We're just still firing into that mass. Kind of maybe farm and pikemen. I mean, the loopy shots are all that we're going to get. And then once they're done, we can kind of send them into melee. But, I mean, is that really going to do a whole lot? Right, Dragon Guard out. And I think now we're going to go for some charges. I think you're just going to go into melee with those Northmen archers. I don't know if these are doing all that much damage. But let's give them one charge. Let's give them one charge. We need to properly evaluate this. Because if it's not good, then we're going to go and sort out those rivermen over there. Are they going to charge? No. Is this what they've been doing this whole time? Massive waste of time. And we are getting beaten over there. Is Tam Ruben about to get defeated? They're just... Look at that. They're just really trying to get in there, aren't they? Right, another unit. Come round here. We can maybe just shoot from over here. I don't know. It's very... It's just very crap. Let's bring this other unit over here. Look, the Dale Cavalry have managed to wriggle their way through. Ballistic just come over here. And the crossbows just get out. Tam Ruben is probably... If he gets sucked in, he's gonna die. I have no faith in him at all. But those guys are just going to be fighting in melee, I think. They can surely beat some lowly archers, even if they are upgraded. And how are these archers going? Right. Yes. Excellent. If we just pop them right there, get some shots right into the back there. I'm not going to go for the archers, because the archers, they're only going to be useful, you know. Well, they've still got ammunition, which they no longer have. And these guys, let's bring them over here. Right, charge, 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 charge. How you doing? It looks like they're out of ammunition over there. That's why they're coming in. Yeah, they've... Oh no, some have got bows still in hand. But if we can just get a actual charge here. Yes! That actually killed someone. And those Variags, they're going to come over here now. They're going to have to come over here. I mean, they're not doing anything really with their missiles anyway. But I don't want to commit. This is not looking good. Are you firing? Why aren't you firing? Fire, fire. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's looking pretty bad.
Half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to
It's
fight.
looking incredibly bad. And actually, we should really have sent the crossbows round. Let's just do it now. May as well. There's still hope. Kind of. Not really. Right. You fire into the Northman militia, actually. And then we're going to try and charge into this. Charging. No. Oh. Why don't you do it? Oh, that's so annoying. You're going to have to come over here then. Because otherwise you're just going to cross lines of sight. And it's not going to do anything. Right, what do we have over here? We've got these archers. Let's bring in the archers. They're probably going to have to go into melee. Because they're not really going to do a whole lot else. Right. Are you in position? Right, you... Wait, where are the rivermen? Charge at the rivermen. Wait, hang on. Yeah, that's fine, maybe. No, it's not... No. They're not charging. It needs to be at the rivermen. Northman militia or... Right, go. Oh, they're routing. We've got some routing. And I can't even see our units over here. I don't see how we're going to defeat this at all. Oh, and we're in melee over here. They've actually come out. The only hope is the crossbows. And to be honest, we'd have needed these archers in melee or doing something a bit sooner. Did we actually get a charge? I don't know. I don't know. Crossbows, get over here, quick. Or just shoot. Just shoot. It's too late. And archers, get in. As soon as our general goes down, that's kind of going to be it, I think. But, right. If I can just target them. And... that is a charge. That is exactly what we needed. Right, and pull out again. And we're going to have to do this a few times at least before we see any real results. Because there are so many here. Northman militia. They're the ones. I mean, these Candish hunters are holding out well, but it's only because our general is still alive. But, oh, go away, Billman. We'll send in the archers because we really just need the crossbows to take out their billmen. The only hope. Although this unit of cavalry is doing pretty well. Like, look at that. They've just killed all of them, I think. Right, let's target the rivermen who are wavering now. Let's see how this goes. See, they're firing into them. They're not shooting into this, so that's giving us a bit more leeway. Oh, and we're already engaged there. Right, this needs to be a charge. Come on, charge, charge, charge. Why aren't you charging? They are wavering. Let's bring the other unit of cavalry as well. Let's start charging with them. And the crossbows, they are in position. Right, just shoot. Shoot at, like, right there. Somehow, our general hasn't yet died. And they are routing. They are actually routing. Right, let's see if we can... If this charge just breaks their will. I mean, their captain is still alive. And... I mean, it's really hard to actually pick out who is alive here, but... I mean, we're getting shot over there, but I don't know if we are firing over here. I think I saw a few shots go off. Right, well, they've routed. Right, you go and catch them. They're wavering. So that's... Oh! Oh dear. He's bolder than a rooster. I mean, roosters can be quite bold, I'm sure. But that is Tamruben down. I mean, it's not the greatest loss. He's not an amazing general. Dragon Guard do kind of get phased out. The main thing is that we don't get everyone routing. But I think we've probably done just about enough damage to them so that this doesn't really matter anymore. And if these crossbowmen can just get in over here and shoot these fellas in the back, even the archers will be sufficient. We just need someone to hold them in place while we shoot them. And wherever these longbows are, yeah, there's 15 of them, but they'll go down shortly. I'm sure they're going to run away. I don't think there's anything over here, is there? Oh, that's the same unit. So it does really just come down to this. And these guys certainly do have the captain. Unless it is the Dale Cavalry. It is not the Dale Cavalry. It's not either of these. But 106 bolts. Oh, they're not all firing yet. There's like 3 of them firing. Okay, take 2. Here it comes. Here comes the pain train. And they're aiming. Oh, now they're just loading. And in they come. And that's probably going to be it. Is it? Oh, drat! They've got another unit over here, Billman. They've gone for our baluster. Right, pull them out. And, well, I guess we'll bring this unit of archers over here. And, well, we've won over here as well, so we can bring these folks over here, and they're just going to shoot, I suppose. We've got no other... Oh, no, we've got this unit of archers too. Let's just bring them all over here. As I say, it's very difficult to actually pick out where the enemy units are, but we've only got 13 of our units in the square, so we kind of need to get a jiggle on here. Ah, so they've won the battle over here in the town square, and they're going for our crossbows. If we can just get this shot off. Shoot, 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 shoot. Nice. Okay. Right. Candish dudes, go in. Archers, go in. And then crossbows pull out. And our baluster crew made it out. And this unit of archers have sacrificed themselves. But down goes the captain at last. Finally, the archers took him out. Let's bring in the cavalry over here. They are billmen, so they're going to be quite sturdy. But, oh yeah, these are all routing. It is just these units over here. And then this one over here.
Half of our men.
And charge them in the back. Is that going to be sufficient? Wavering, shaken. Oh, we're taking so much damage. I mean, they are... okay, all infantry, all missiles. Apart from you. Go and kill them. Oh, finally. We're going to end the battle there. That was a really solid victory. I mean, if you think about the armor differentials, I mean, their actual units weren't that much better than ours. Like, they were their militias, but they had so much in the way of upgrades. 424 Dragon Riders. Without them, we would definitely have been slain. And who else did well? The clansmen did reasonably well, but actually the Dragon Guard too, but generally, like, the spears just got run over. And execute them. And then, following that, we seem to be having a bridge battle. Dale really wants them this time. And it is indeed... Oh, these are not upgraded. So, down from 8 defense to 3. These guys are going to get absolutely wrecked. Although 6 and 12 and 6 and 19, we've seen that they are quite good. Yeah, see, 6 and 8 or 4 and 3. That's a massive difference. But we go in there. Northmen archers, that is their captain. This is a pretty standard bridge battle, and well, we do have the luxury of having pikes. We're going to go on that side, and then on this side we've got the Dragon Guard. We're going to try and get a bit of a shoot here, and if they do make it through there, then we do of course have our Loke flag rim. By the way, in terms of their upgrades, this they kind of get some pauldrons essentially that matches the unit card. So this bit here is gold, but they still have a bit of a scarf, if you like. But other than that, it is exactly how they look when upgraded. Right, just fire into that, and we'll have the javelins kind of come over from over here. And of course, we do have our general and these as well. So if you'd like to just fire on in there, and general also fire into that, and you're going to be on defensive. Do be on defensive. You need to be on defensive. And I'd kind of prefer you to be on defensive as well for a short time, because we might be able to pull you out, and then we've got a clear shot with our crossbows. That would be the dream. So that's all of these dudes' targets right there. Looking pretty suave. But pikes, just stay right there. Do not start moving forward. And also, these guys have the same upgrade path as the Loke flag rim. Although, interestingly, their unit card shows them in their current form, but they do upgrade to look like that. They get some pauldrons as well. But these guys, they do look very much like they do in the films. You know, in the Two Towers when they go up to the Black Gate and Frodo falls down. That kind of thing. Right, so, yeah, you guys just get out of melee so yeah, you can use up all of your ammunition. I just hear the rain of arrows come overhead. Fire into that big blob. And you also just fire on in. Perhaps if we can find some... Yeah, shoot the archers, because that's going to be a stationary target. And lob your javelins in, if you can. Yep, they pulled them out. I'll be really interested to see how many kills these guys get, because only with a 7 missile attack, they've kind of surprised me on a couple of occasions this far, but I think we can pull these guys out, and then we can just fire on in with our crossbowmen. But let's just bring these fellas back, and we'll only use 1 unit. 2 is a bit unruly. We do need these guys to get out of the way, else we're not going to be able to fire in there. Nice. I think that's probably okay. Kind of. I mean, hopefully we can just not hit our men. You'll get a few arcing shots, right, and then you continue firing in. And how have you not used up all your ammunition? Like, there's only a few of them firing by the looks of it. But we've almost used up all of our ammunition over here. That's a better blob there. Excellent. But the pikes, they are holding firm. Nothing makes it through here. Oh, they do have the Gedrorts here. Very high armor target. I should probably... Oh, I should maybe target them with our general, because he's actually armor piercing. Right, and are these guys firing yet? I don't think they quite are yet. Perhaps if I tell them to shoot again.
Behold our worthless foe.
Right, stop what you're doing and fire. Now, there we go. Now we're actually seeing some action. They can be quite difficult to use, or tell. They don't always do as they're told. Right, just stay right there. Just let us get a few volleys. Like, this is like the dream for crossbowmen. Only thing is, we probably will get some friendly fire. And, like, we have lost some Dragon Guard here, to be honest, but... yeah. I mean, we can replenish Dragon Guard reasonably easily. And actually, these folks over here, they've held up very well. They've taken hardly any casualties, as expected, really. But I don't think these guys are firing particularly well. Obviously, we'll see in the stats, but that is my initial reaction. These guys are all out of ammunition. Let's just bring the general up a bit closer. Perhaps we'll get this done a bit sooner. I do not get very good frames at all. I feel like I don't know what's happened. I do not trust that the crossbowmen are getting good shots here at all. I think we're probably just getting loads of friendly fire. And at this point, we've killed 76% of them, so I feel like they'll probably run away shortly. And if we just send in our Loke Flag rear, I'm sure they'll do pretty well in melee. So now we could probably just wait. I might even take these guys off defensive just to let them properly push in. Like so. I can't go any closer because it's just killing my FPS. Let's also... I want to get Arslan involved. Arslan's a keen fighter. But he doesn't want to go up against anything with a halberd or a spear. Like those guys. But, oh, I hear retreat. Let's go in there. Go, go, go. We might be able to wipe them all out if they all start getting pursued. And that does look like what is happening. So let's go after them. I think that's probably enough. We can end this FPS nightmare. Heroic victory. Interesting. Now, I'm looking at this unit of crossbows here. I doubt they've got very many kills at all. But Dragon Guard 253, 226, they definitely did get us our money's worth, going about 2, well, not 2 for 1 entirely, but 369 Loke Gamp Rim. The pikes, with their 4 attack, killed 369. That is sensational. Proving why pikes are just so good. But actually, they did kill 120, those crossbows. But if you look at this, 41 in the friendly fire. That is not good. And I wonder just how many of those were to the crossbow bolts. And then 190 Daratai hunters. And we are definitely taking this candidate for adoption, although he's a skilled bureaucrat, so that's fine. I would have liked a knight attacker, because they are definitely very useful, and no, we don't want any guilds over there. And Santanui has seen... Wait, was that citizens or just soldiers killed? Citizens, okay, that's good, to be honest. Although that has destroyed our armourer there. Right, if we were to put you back in, is that going to help? 70%, excellent. Right, Loke Khan, Margos, just go and besiege them. I would imagine... we're not going to go in then, it's 5 turns, we're just going to siege them out. Such is the price to pay. If you don't believe in the new leader, you will starve within your walls. Now, let's also have a look over here at Condovan. Of course, Tamruban has been killed. Let's just do that. It was one turn away from getting an armory. So getting a free unit. Now, we do have a bit of a crisis on our hands now then, because we don't have enough generals. Where is that one that came of age? We need to find him. We need to find him now. Here we are. Maltuk, you're going to...
Yes, noble.
Well, come over. We kind of need him in a couple of locations, but we are training one in Mistrand. So, come over here. Yeah, so come over here, and then we can use you in our campaign over here for now. I mean, we've got one over here as well. Let's just get... I mean, we may as well build this up a little bit. If we can get it to a large town, it will be useful in the future. And we've got loads of money. Mataram as well, getting a Dark Shrine. And Winterian Yaur got a port, giving us some nice population growth, so that public fountain isn't going to get completed before we get it to become a castle. How much is the port actually making us? It's about 300 gold. Respectable. I like that. And Mataram, of course, is already getting a Warlord's Hall. Right. Can we actually recruit any decent units this turn? Doesn't look like we can. Oh, it's a slow-moving juggernaut, but hopefully once it does start moving, we'll be unstoppable. Yeah, so we're going to gather what men we can. Kondovan is probably going to fall. There's not really a whole lot we can do, and it's not a whole lot we really want to do either. But I do want this cavalry and the siege equipment, so we're going to send them back. Because we're not going to get loads of them. And the cavalry is just very, very good to have anyway. We can just retrain them. So we're going to bring them back. If they do take Kondovan, it is what it is. Like, it's not worth anything. It's a village. I'd rather take Skarn just to stop any incursion from the dwarves. For now, at least. Or rather, fight them on our terms. Right. Let's bring that unit in. And retrain. And in fact, let's just bring everyone in. If we can retrain the other units as well. We can! Excellent. And there we go. And there's no other Dragon Guard available here. That's very sad. Very sad. But... so if I just target this captain here, we can see he can still make it across. Oh, but now I can't see him at all. Where the hell was he? Right. Yeah, see, now he can't make it across. And is it because of him? Right, okay, it's that tile right there that you need to block. That's fine. This other fleet then, how many are you? You're 52. I think we're going to swap you around. The 52 is going to be useful over here. Whereas that one, if that gets caught up in the naval battle, it might actually survive. Although we do have another fleet here, so that's... whose is that? No, that is ours. Okay, so you're going to come down here, and you're going to ferry some units across. Excellent. Yeah, hopefully we see some more beneficial times for our burgeoning empire. Sad that Tamruban did go down, but, you know, he's just not very good compared to our standard one. Oh dear, the chieftain of Angmar is dead. You know what? We're just going to get this Dragon Wrath guild. Let's just get it. So it keeps... perhaps it will show some other settlement worthy of a guild. Such as Winterian Yaur, perhaps. Right, get the castle in. And then we might actually get some decent units from there. And construction report. Elgar. Let's just make sure everyone is building. And then we can just leave it at that. It does look like everyone is building. And Kondovan did just get that that thing, the armory, which is excellent. But there's very little in Bermarlinge. If we were to take that, that would be really, really handy for us. But, I mean, we can't be everywhere at once. So, it is what it is. And... we're not even going to hang around. We're not even going to wait for those units to make it over there. I don't think a ballista is massively Well, it would be useful in a way to get into Scar. Not for the purposes of knocking anything down, because you don't need one. You don't need any siege equipment to actually get into a dwarven settlement, but you do need it just to actually assault the settlement. So it's useful in that case. Right, let's take both of these, and then take both of them, and ooh, take that unit actually. Now, what else do we have? Take them. Take them. Don't.
How may I serve?
Bless me, I sneezed. Hopefully I got that out. Well, let's just take all of that. We don't need any archers. If we've got some Dragon Guard here, we do. And we'll take some other units as well. These guys might be useful in just garrisoning. So that's a pretty decent army. And we'll easily take Skarn. Easily. Yeah, easily. I just had to make sure that they didn't have anything else there. And so much so, in fact, let's just go up here, because Mirairon is somewhere around there, I think. Or maybe it's somewhere like, maybe it's right there, just judging by the road. But we'll find it. We'll find it. We know that that is safe. And then, I mean, this is also just a village, so it doesn't necessarily matter if and when we even take that. I'm not fretting about it at all. And then finally, oh, we do have a catapult here now, though. And speaking of which, now is probably a good time to let Mordor know that we're no longer the best of friends. So, sorry. I mean, you can still trade. But just, you know, it's not you. Actually, no, it's not me, it's you. You're kind of disgusting, and, you know, I don't really like you. But now we can, I think, pursue... Oh no, they're going to be at war with Gondor. Oh, we need to cancel an alliance with Khand as well. This is going to get very spicy very quickly. How long until this upgrades? Oh, we just need... If these were large towns, it would make it so much easier. But... yeah, how many units is that? There's 2 of them there. Right, we're going to get all this cav. We're going to get it all. And then we're going to put in... yeah, put them in as well. We just need something perhaps to hold the line. And we've got so much money, we can just throw all the warm bodies that we have up against it. Just get a ballista as well. I mean, they might even come and attack us immediately. I mean, maybe. I doubt they will. Like, they've got Gondor on the ropes, perhaps, but... can we actually properly retrain those? Yes, we can. Excellent. Actually becoming useful now. So, not only are they getting retrained for armor, they're also getting actual men in the battalion. Nice. A genius idea has come to the young Loke Khan. And, yeah, sure, get that. He has devised a plan to actually... not only are we to gain the favour of Gondor, we might even get the Variags of Khand to attack Mordor. Perhaps. But first, we're going to have to give them some money. So, I mean, they're bankrupt. Let's just give them 1,000 gold. And they're probably going to like that quite a lot. We're trying to improve... well, our reputation isn't very good. But we're trying to improve our relations. They're currently very good. But if we go to war with Mordor, and then obviously they will have to pick a side. And if our relations are higher, they might... I mean, it stands us in good stead, basically. Right, Lest, can you get some Loke in us? I can't see them. Oh, they can't get them. Do we not have enough culture? Because that is very possible. Where are the stables? The stables there. 75%. Oof. Right, well, get a shipwright at least. Then you can get some Adej Marines. And then just put both of those into the queue. Yeah. Probably should have looked into that a bit more. But, oh, we can get Surrey chariots here. Just get them. Why not? They're going to be very good, I'm sure. And... yeah, 4 turns, and then you can get a shipwright there, and then we can also get... so we have 2 places where we can get the Dej Marines. I'm really, really excited to see how they perform, because I've not played as Isengard before, so I've not had Nazkai before, like, on my side either. This is going to upgrade soon, so just put in a ship right there as well, get us some money. And Arslan, take these men and go and kill some dwarves. We do, though, have Guktig over here, just been recruited, and we're going to pop him in that fleet, and he's also going to be sailing up north, and he's going to be getting some units in due time, and actually perhaps he's the one then to go for Bear Marlinge. He's going to be the general entrusted for that endeavour. Let's just go over here and see if we can find... Oh, it's a lot further along than I thought, but of course this is like probably the least travelled area of the entire map. Like, who even comes here to fight? Like, to be honest, unless you're playing as the Easterlings, because the dwarves basically have that from game start. Even if you're playing as the dwarves, you might fight there right at the very beginning, and then that's kind of it. So, yeah, very cool. But in there, they've got barely nothing, and it is a castle. Population is high enough for them to actually upgrade it, so they must not have the money. Right, if we have a look over here, though, at Mordor, they are definitely perhaps encroaching. It's hard to really say. We probably should really be keeping more of an eye on them, but we do have this very large force available to us here. Well, it's not really available to us just yet because the population is not under control. We're going to have to probably put in things like an armory to help speed that up, because until this becomes 100%, when the population is going to be like 18k probably by that time, yeah, we're going to need a good governor there, I'd imagine. But other than that, I think, yeah, we're playing a risky game. How are we then on our travels over here? Let's just make sure that we do go towards Gondor before we end the turn. And the dwarves, they probably won't send anything over here, because by the looks of it, they are besieged. Must be the orcs of Gundabad giving them a hard time. So in we go. Our spy has gone ahead. We don't know exactly what they've got, but it looks like they've got exactly the same. Hostilities ceased between the clans of Edwyth and Gondor, which is good news for us. And loads of buildings have been built. Strundost. Can we get some of the good stuff here? No, we can get some chariots, but, I mean, how many of them do we really need? Let's just get these guys. Like, they are solid and dependable. Do we have an... Oh, yes, we do have a swordsmith's guild here. A weaponsmith's guild, sorry. So, that is why they've got 5 attack. We are going to have to build up the smithies here. Although we can't, because it's locked at blacksmith until this grows. Wait, this is our capital? Oh. I totally forgot about that. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. No, but we're going to get both of those units of Dragon Riders as well. Let's just have a quick border check. I mean, Marland probably feels quite insecure. Let's just pop a watchtower there. We've got a bit more sight range there. And Mordor look like they're going for this castle here, Dragon's Rest, but we are definitely going to be sieging them out. They'll probably come out and attack, and we'll see our chariots in action. Right, let's bring these folks in here. Can we actually train them? No, we can't. Probably should have sent them over here, but it's okay, because we can meet that criteria in one turn, but we don't have a stables here either. That's a real kick in the teeth, and, well, Guktig might have to wait for his elite fighting force, so just go in there, allow it to grow a bit sooner. And yeah, keep this growing. What are we building over here, actually? I mean, we are going to be getting stables soon here. I mean, we could get it a bit sooner, though, if we just went... I mean, it's got a 3.5% population growth bonus already, so just get stables there. That will allow us to get at least get them in the long run. But for now, we're just going to have to wait. I mean, it might be better off, actually, just sending them both down here. Like a couple of turns, or just a turn on the boat. King Brand has come.
It will be an honor.
Is that I've forgotten what his name is now. But Hearthguard here. It's Jon Snow's elder cousin. Haha, spoilers. I've totally forgotten his name. It's Robb Stark, that's what it was. I just had to, like, cycle through all the different names. But yeah, Mordor. Where are they going? What are they doing? It's kind of hard to guess, but yes, we're just going to retrain all of that. And actually, this is a pretty decent force now. We've got some actual armor on these folks. And I'm just looking at these Candish Hunters. Why have these got... These have like... Is tier 4 akin to the upgraded armor smith for Cand? It must be, because they only go up to tier 3. So we've just managed to bag them with upgrades. And look at that, Candish Raiders as well, going up to 13 armor. That's pretty sweet. Whereas all the rest of our units don't get that same treatment. Right, put in both of those units, or put in one of each, because they're... I mean, as long as we've only got towns on our frontier, we're just going to have to deal with having only a smattering of our golden boys until... I don't know, it'll probably be maybe 20 turns until we can fully release the beast. But for now, we're just going to have to deal with it. And get a town guard. That'll help us out a bit. And Cand still aren't doing anything. How's our diplomat doing? Let's send him over here. I think this is still held by Gondor. And we'll give it another end turn. How's the end of turn report doing? Oh, we're only making 7 grand a turn. Right, speaking of money, this guy is absolutely atrocious. And we're going to go double or quits. And we're just going to send him over there. He's going to try and acquire his wares, and hopefully he fails, so then we can actually recruit another one. I mean, I kind of want to keep that, but the rest of this is just... He's just not very good. But then, let's have a look over here at our buddy over here. Oh, there's a Breeland merchant there. Right, he's only got 3. He's not making a whole lot of money. But, wait, how much money is he making? 525. He's actually got worse. How is this happening? And this guy, he's got 4. There's a chance that he might actually acquire our wares. Perhaps we should go over here and deal on that location. Yeah, this is maybe a safer spot. If they do want some, then we can certainly... Well, I mean, we might gain some improvement there if they do try something. Right, but Lake Evendim, that is still held by forces under Northern Dunedain. And everything else seems pretty quiet at this point. And it's still one more turn then until the rebels are to sally out and meet their maker. Let's just retrain there and get some units over here for Göktig so he can actually feel some kind of use for us. Or feel useful for us. And these fellas, they're going to go and get retrained next turn. Oh, I almost forgot. We can actually go and besiege Skarn. And yes, I did see that there's another army here, but they're going to come back. There's no way they're just going to continue their way down here. And even if they do, we'll beat them. Oh, Breeland trying it. I really hope they fail. No. Oh. And well then, the rebels here at Dragon's Rest have come out. And as I say, they've only got spears, hunters. They're like Franciscan the axe. Franciscan axe? I think that's what they're called. Wielding units. So they're basically like javelin men and very, very poor cavalry. And more of the same.
We shall not fall or flee.
Right then, to round out this episode, we're not going to actually do what we'd normally do. And that is to retreat because we've got the ballista there, basically. It just makes it very difficult. to do that kind of thing. So we're just going to place these guys on fire at will as well. We've only got 27 of them. And by 27, I mean you've got like 27 men, but you've only got, what, 3 mans per chariot? So I think 2 of them fire arrows, and they do have the fire arrows, and apparently they can shoot backwards, which is very a substantial skill. I'm sure we'd all agree, and they have got a few more kills there. And yeah, they are. What is their damage? 9. Nice. And are you firing? Fire into that. Fire into that. That'll hopefully we get at least a couple volleys. Now there is the danger, of course, of the towers firing at us. And oh, we've got cavalry over here. I forgot that we've actually got cavalry, but I mean that's okay. Like, these guys should slaughter them with our anti-cavalry abilities. And I think we're probably just going to have to charge in here. So let's just go on in there. And what are these? These are javelins here. Oh, did they come and attack us? Oh, yes, they did. Didn't even notice. Right. Ballista then, you're done. Just get out over here. And all of these guys, they're going to have to be maneuvered, else they're not going to do as they're told. Right, just go in and attack there. I mean, what we could do, even, is we could charge in there with our new chariot unit. I'd be very intrigued to see how they do. I just don't want them to get immediately killed by the towers. What are they? They're the Romanian Riders. There's 30 of them there. Right, you go and kill them. And they're just going to charge in here, but we're going to see how this goes. Oh, we do actually have a Serpent Elixir, so we haven't completely lost that ability. When should we use it? We'll use it for the charge, I think. And in fact, let's bring these tribesmen around. We can use their javelins, and let's also just bring in the crossbows too. I mean, they're going to do loads of damage. But this right here, this could be particularly juicy. I'm very intrigued to see how this does. Let's just get a couple shots here. Oh, they're actually routing already. Right, just charge in. Just charge in. See how it goes. I mean, it can't go too poorly. Right, maybe it's best if we just do like this. So just like run through the enemy.
The enemy general is slain.
I mean, that's not quite... Oh, there we go. Look at that. The only thing is, they do actually knock over your own units. So let's just charge them through our line like that. And, oh, yeah, we need to make sure we catch them. Oh, no we don't, because that is it. The chariots probably won that battle for us prematurely, just from their terror effect. And 120 kills for the clansmen, 62 Loke Khan Rim, and Turut chariots. Only got 22 kills actually, but I mean, their value is more than just this number right there. And down they go, and we have reclaimed this castle. And I think this time, I really want to exterminate, to be honest. Well, we're going to be here for 6 turns at least, otherwise. I can't see if they've actually... Sometimes if rebels take it, your culture building remains. But I'm going to sack it to make sure. So, yeah, get Dragon's Wrath Guild there, and any more spam? No. Oh, there we go. Right, go away. Let's see if it is there. It is still there, okay. Yeah, but despite the fact that we sacked it, killed some of the people there. I mean, yes, we did lose some of the infrastructure, but it's going to be a while before it becomes key to us. But we're going to have to put that in immediately. I was hoping perhaps we could have killed a few more, but if I'd have gone for, what, 5,700 and something, it would have been quite a while before we would have been able to upgrade this at all. And you do need the highest level to actually gain access to our best units. So there is that. But, I don't know. I mean, we don't necessarily need this Loke Khan Rim. The Loke Khan Rim aren't that good. They're just spearmen. And spearmen aren't that good, in general. But Winterian Yaur has become a castle. So, yeah, we're not going to continue. Is there a mason's building? No, there isn't. Right, put in the barracks immediately, get that, and then perhaps continue with the public fountains. Yeah, so, next time then, we are going to see the, oh, actually, before we end, we had a brief chat with Gondor, and Gondor said, basically, yes, we could foresee perhaps a mutual partnership in the future, but first you need to be at war with Mordor. We're not going to be considering any propositions you bring to the table until that is met. So, we're going to have to do that, as well as we're going to take Scar next time, and we're going to probably see the all-out war between us and pretty much all of our neighbours. So, please join me for that one as we continue on as the Easterlings of Rhûn. But thank you very much for watching, and I am going with Gandalf now. Good day.